This is the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast. Hayes Realty is a team of former Big Five banking foreclosure specialists committed to helping homeowners win in the real estate market. Their knowledge of the foreclosure banking industry, combined with their deep understanding of the Southern California real estate market, have enabled them to meet the needs of many homeowners facing foreclosure. Here's the host of your show, Emmett Hayes.
What up, everybody? This is Emmett Hayes with the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast. We appreciate you for tuning back in. We got a great episode this week. We're going to keep giving up this game. So we got a question the other day from a listener, and they asked, Emmett, is it smart to pull equity out of my house to purchase another property? I, in turn, followed up their question with a question. Are you talking about pulling out money from a primary residence or from an investment property that you already own? That right there is the key question. So if you're thinking about pulling money out of your primary residence, I would encourage you to stop and think about what happens if you pull that money out. A year later, the market crashes, your tenants are no longer paying you the rent, and now you have to pay an increased mortgage because you have now pulled equity out in order to buy this rental property in which the tenants now aren't paying. So it falls on you because it's your mortgage to pay. Are you able to pay that increased mortgage if your tenants aren't paying you rent? That right there should determine whether or not you would want to pull equity out of a property in order to buy another property. The goal in this real estate game is to buy and hold for the long haul. A lot of times you get short-sighted thinking about, I can pull equity out of my primary, buy another property, and just keep doing that over and over and over again. I mean, that sounds good, but you have to keep in mind the economy is ever so changing. So you do not want to build a business model based on the current economic conditions. You want to think about the long haul, and thinking about the long haul means what happens if the tenants aren't paying this rent? Can I easily continue to pay this mortgage without adding any additional pressure to my monthly expenses? If you can do that, it's nothing. It's easy. You have more than enough money saved each month in order to make that mortgage payment. Then, hey, it might not be a bad idea for you to pull money out to buy another investment property. But that's not most people's reality. Most people's reality is, if I pull this equity out, I buy this investment property, I need these tenants to pay this rent in order to pay my mortgage. So if anything goes wrong and those tenants don't pay the rent, it's gonna be tough for me to pay the mortgage. That's where most people are at. And so if you're in that position, I think you just answered your own question. You should not pull out equity out of your house if you can't make those mortgage payments on your own without rent coming in. And now, here is a word from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Dr. Jarrett Patton. Do you need more positivity in your life? No matter what part of your life you want to transform, positive affirmations can help you achieve your goals. But sometimes making permanent changes can be difficult. Designed with you in mind, Licensed to Live. Daily affirmations to rebuild your life will inspire and equip you to become the best version of yourself. Licensed to Live. Daily affirmations to rebuild your life will set you on the path to changing your mindset, beliefs, speech, and ultimately your actions. You can change your life now by getting your copy at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your finer book retails, or licensed-to-live.com. licensedtolive.com. That's licensedtolive.com.
Something smells good. EH3 coffee. EH3 coffee. Premium organic. Nothing better than waking up. EH3 in your cup. Premium organic. EH3 coffee. Nothing better than in the middle of your day. EH3 coffee. Premium organic. EH3 coffee. EH3 coffee.
Order your bag of EH3 coffee at eh3coffee.com, or you can find us at walmart.com.
This is Dr. Jarrett Patton. You are listening to the Hayes Realty Real Estate Podcast.
Real estate is a long play. Slow is fast, fast is slow. I think about a lot of the mistakes I made in my early years of real estate. They all came from being overly ambitious, not paying attention to the economy, and overlooking holes in my plan. You cannot overlook holes in your plan. The main hole in my plan that I overlooked, I thought to myself, if the tenants aren't paying rent, I'll just evict them and put some more in there. There's always a lot of people looking to rent property. But I did not account for what if the market crashes, everybody lose their job, and now nobody can pay rent. What do you do then? Normally you would just put the house on the market, sell it, and be done with it. But this wasn't the case because the bank stopped lending money, and the only people that were buying in the market were cash buyers, and they were buying property at a significant discount, which meant I would have to sell my house for less than what I paid for it. These are all holes I overlooked. I should have asked myself this one question: if it all goes bad, can I still pay my mortgage easily without rent coming in? That would have saved me a whole lot of trouble, a lot of heartache, a lot of loss if I would have just asked myself that simple question. But not only asked it, listened to myself when I said, no, you can't pay it if it all goes wrong. So that is the true question. Whether you're pulling money out of a primary residence or an investment property, can you afford to pay that mortgage, that increased mortgage, whether or not you're collecting rent or not? We want to buy real estate to hold for the long play. We don't want to get short-sighted, short-minded. Always buy with the intention of holding for the long haul. So if you can't afford it, you need that rent in order to pay that mortgage, think twice before pulling out that equity. We do not want people to lose their house. The best advice I can give is slow is fast and fast is slow. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit me up, shoot me them questions. We got you. Until next time, we'll holla at y'all.
If you need any assistance with your real estate needs, please give Hayes Realty a call. Whether it's going through foreclosure, have a notice of default assigned on your property, or you need to short sell your house, or maybe you had a death in a family and you need to sell that family member's house, give Hayes Realty a call. 1-800-217-0034.